New warnings about higher prices for Minnesotans after President Donald Trump announced a 25% tariffs on aluminum and steel.
According to government estimates, the U.S. imports most of its aluminum from Canada. In Minneapolis today, the Canadian Consulate hosted Minnesota business leaders and government ministers from nearby Saskatchewan. As Jonah Kaplan reports, they had the same message for each other. We need you.
President Trump delayed his original tariff plan by a month. 25% on all Canadian and Mexican imports, except for energy, subject to 10%. At the Canadian Consulate in Minneapolis, no one is feeling any relief.
No, I would say there's a very high level of uncertainty right now.
Warren Kading is Saskatchewan's Minister of Trade and Export Development. Minnesota imports roughly $14 billion worth of goods from Canada and is Saskatchewan's top U.S. customer, relying on its oil and agriculture. The minister says he's here to deliver a simple but straightforward message.
Our biggest concern is ultimately, any increase in costs is going to likely end up being, a detriment to what the consumer or to the customer or, to what the taxpayer is going to see.
Gary Werdish, the president of the Minnesota Farmers Union, told us his message back was, "We don't want to lose you as a business partner."
It's close by. The logistics, it's so easy to move back and forth, so that it'd be a very tough market to replace if we lose, our relationship with Canada.
Of course, they're not the only ones talking. The threat of tariffs have led to high-level meetings in Washington and Ottawa about securing the border. Last year, U.S. Customs and Border Protection detained nearly 200,000 people across the entire northern border, 259 in what's called the Grand Forks sector. This year, the numbers are down, less than 40,000 and 67 respectively. When it comes to drugs, agents retrieved roughly 11,500 pounds on the northern border, a little less than 10% of all drugs seized. This year, 3,500 pounds have been recovered. The top drugs, marijuana, cocaine, and ketamine. The minister told us Canada is answering America's call.
There is a lot more activity along the border when it comes to surveillance. The other thing that they've deployed is plate readers, which is a very unique piece of technology.
In Minneapolis, Jonah Kaplan, WCCO News.